Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Going to spend some time with KayTee Franke. She's with a company that is it's called Engaging Results Communications, and it looks like it's a very important strategic and tactical marketing firm that really seems to be emphasizing the power of S today. But I'm sure it has even a bigger reach than that as I see digital media, event marketing, et cetera. KayTee, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me on, Kevin.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and your company.
Sure. So I've been the founder and operating president of Engaging Results Communications for the last 6 years, and I also speak at conferences and provide educational training as the Mobile Contessa. So basically, when people are starting to look at mobile devices as their primary tool for personal communication, I couldn't help but think that the stage was being set for brands to have an entirely different relationship with their customers, and that's why we provide a full-service approach to mobile marketing to help them do that.
Interesting. So you try to make the entire process completely seamless.
Exactly. Keeping everything integrated so you don't have separate silos trying to communicate with each other.
And that's really kind of part of the problem because it wasn't very long ago where the smartphone was kind of casually referred to as the third screen. You know, you read Wired magazine and publications like that, and now it's the primary screen. I think I spend way more time, and among the things I do, I'm a professional writer. I write a column for several media every week, and I'm in the middle of writing a book. This year I've written almost 40,000 words for a book. I still spend more time on my smartphone than I do on my computer. And so the so-called third screen has become the primary screen, and yet they're all kind of disjointed in the way they're treated. And so integration is very important.
Yeah, and you're absolutely correct about the just increased usage and dependency on mobile devices. I mean, we're finding right now that 91% of people keep their mobile device within arm's reach literally 24/7. And I find it fascinating, Kevin, that you're writing a book. I'm actually in the process of doing just the same thing because there was no book written 20 years ago that explained exactly how to use mobile marketing. And so we recently published a how-to guide as a lead-in to that called Mobile Marketing at a Glance.
Oh, interesting. Say what that is again. The mobile marketing.
Mobile Marketing at a Glance, and it can be found at mobilecontessa.com. But it's really a snapshot of what's happening in the mobile marketing space, and it talks about some of the current trends, but also gives, some examples of challenges that businesses are facing trying to adapt to this learning curve around mobile.
Interesting. And what are some of those challenges?
Yeah, so I think the biggest challenge in general actually is just exactly the learning curve. I hear from many businesses that they know they need to be in the mobile marketing space, but they often wonder where to start and how to keep everything integrated. So I guess the biggest suggestion I usually give people is that everyone has to start somewhere, and it's okay to be lost and ask for help.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, Because let's face it, I think all of us are still on the early end of the learning curve on how all of this technology is going to integrate, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. I think even those of us that we consider ourselves leaders within the space, continue to learn on a daily basis as it's such a quickly changing space that we're in.
Yeah, it's very dynamic, very dynamic. So tell us about what the situation is like. Kind of give us an overview of your clientele.
Yeah,
in terms of verticals, in terms of size, just for the listener to appreciate what you do.
Yeah, we work with businesses of all sizes and actually several different sectors. As you can imagine, mobile marketing touches just about any business that you can think of, or at least it should. So some examples would be that we work with convenience stores and grocers that are trying to basically increase sales of specific items. Every inch on that floor is valuable to them. So we're simply helping them to implement mobile marketing programs, and a lot of that includes text messaging, so they're able to drive immediate business right to their floor. Another example is working with nonprofits, because nonprofits have an extremely significant challenge of trying to stay directly tied with their ambassadors and feeding them really relevant information in a timely manner. So we're able to help them do that through mobile apps and text messaging.
Very interesting. And any upcoming developments, anything around the corner that you would like our audience to be aware of, either technologically or informationally?
Sure. I think, I'll probably just draw your attention to 3 of the key trends that we talk about in that mobile marketing at a glance. And basically what we're seeing is that geofencing and location-based marketing is huge right now. It's probably the fastest growing form of mobile marketing. And if someone's not familiar with that, it's important to be not only as a business, but also as a consumer, as you're receiving relevant information because of where you're physically located next to a business. And the other 2 would be that marketers, are actually embracing mobile, I think, right now, and not being fearful of it. So customers came in first, and now businesses seem to be following, which is encouraging. But then finally, mobile security is extremely important, not only to businesses but consumers right now. And this has become much more relevant and motivated by the recent data breaches that large retailers faced last year.
Very good. KayTee Franke, she is with Engaging Results Communications. That's Engaging Results Communications. You can learn about them online at www.ercsms.com. That's ercsms.com. KayTee, thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Have a great day.
You too. When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.
Blinded by the light.